Hello and welcome back to Sort of Strategy and another episode of TFT. I know exactly what I'm trying to do this episode. I got a Lucian. What I want to try and show off is something that I think is a really strong team comp and that I've been winning with a lot. And it's basically at the very start you go Noble. So you try and get the archer girl, I can't remember her name. I don't know any of their names pretty much. But you start with Lucian. Lucian's a really good gunslinger and is noble. I think his power is ridiculous. He basically can keep range and like with the gunslinger perk, gunslingers after attacking, gunslingers have a 50% chance to fire additional attacks. And then if you get 4 gunslingers, instead of one other attack, they attack all enemies in range, which is ridiculous. So if you get 4 gunslingers and they're all doing that, so strong. And then with Lucian as well, you can basically, with any of the gunslingers, you can give them like stuff that says, you know, a chance to do this, a chance to do that. The reason I say that you can do that is because they hit so much stuff. Gonna grab Garen because he's a knight, or not because he's a knight, because he's noble, and then the fact that he's a bit tankier. Then basically there's 3 nobles you can get pretty easy. There's Lucian, who you kind of want because you're going with the gunslinger strat, right? There's Garen, who's a knight. He's fairly nice to have up front. And then there's the archer girl. And then there's the blade master girl. But I don't like the blade master girl. She's kind of like... She feels kind of soft. Like I know that the archer girl is obviously soft as well. But I don't know. She doesn't seem to fit the team as well, I would say. But yeah, we'll see if we can get any more. Try and get some silvers early would be really nice. But... I don't know how likely that will be, but we'll try and get the archer girl. Here she is. So now I have the noble bonus. All nobles have 100 armor and gain 35 health per attack, which is ridiculously good. And then I have 2 other gunslingers on the way as well. So things are going well. You know what I should have done? My phone is here. Bring up that sheet for the item combos, because there is an item I really like to have on Graves, which is really strong. Basically, Graves hits. He doesn't have a power. He's kind of like some heroes don't have a mana bar. Instead, they have an ability that's constant. Graves' ability is he does a spread attack, sort of. He hits all enemies in front of him under a certain range, right? So there's an item that I like to give him where it says all damage he deals does burn damage, like 2.5 burn damage or something like that per attack. But not only that, it's anything he hits cannot heal. And the reason that's so good is because he hits so much stuff and he basically locks the opponent's team out from healing. So if you put him on the wing and then he comes in and he's doing like a spread attack, like in a cone like this, hits a few guys, he can really just cripple the opponent because he stops them from, stops like the whole team, nearly for the whole team, or half the team, we'll say, from healing, which is just really good. Yeah, that was a long roundabout. We're about to fight our first actual opponent. We have no silvers, but we do have the noble boost, which is actually really strong. He's 2 silvers, so this could be an early loss. But we'll see. A lot of the time, I would say that losing early is not that big a deal. Like, it happens. You kind of just have to not put up with it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't mean anything really. Like, losing early is not the end of the world, pretty much. A lot of the time, I could be down the bottom of the table, and then I finally get the team together that I want. And then within, you know, a few rounds, I'm way up the top then, and I win. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a big deal at all. Obviously, winning early would be great, but I'm not that lucky, we'll say, right now at least. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff to help us. Nice, we got a silver. Oh, actually, you know what we could do? We'll do this and stick her in there. So now we have 2 gunslingers. So we have the gunslinger perk going and a silver now on this field, which is great. We could give the health to Garen, but the item I was talking about I really like for Graves, he needs the belt mixed with something else. So I'll get that sheet up. I forgot to do that, actually. So there is an item. I'll tell you about it now as we're watching this fight. Right, so he's got 4 out and a silver as well, but not too bad. We only got 1 item at the start, which is not ideal. But anyway, the item I like to give Garen is like... It's a combination of the plus 20 armor, which is nice with Garen because he's like a short range kind of. He likes to be up the front. and then a combination of the 20 armor, the chain vest, whatever it's called, and then this belt, this giant's belt that gives 200 health. So it makes him pretty tanky, gives him the health and gives him the armor, but also then gives him the burn damage buff, and the burn damage also stops whoever he hits from healing for a while, which is really, really good. Yeah, disables healing. It's really nice to have that kind of spread on the team. Alright, nice. We've got another silver. And another one of her. We can throw these all up here. And Garen will be next guy on the team. The reason I'm not just putting this on Garen now is just in case something comes up and I want to throw it out on him. Like, there are times where I have put this on people in the middle of a fight and the effect does apply immediately. So, yeah, there is that. Okay, so from now on, I'm probably going to start cutting the odd round that is unimportant, or even the time between rounds where I don't really have much to do, like that last, in between that last round. But as of right now. Alright, so look at Lucian. He basically, I find him to be really strong. Like, obviously he's dead now, but you know what I mean. He, the fact that he can keep range, and then there's an item I love to give him. With the Gunslinger bonus, it's ridiculously good. Basically just says that he can, every time he attacks, so you give him a bow, which gives him attack speed, which works really well with the Gunslinger buff, because, and the Noble buffs, because he heals and gains armor, or whatever. Gains armor and then heals per attack, so if you give him the attack speed, he gets a huge buff from that. And the Gunslinger bonus obviously will trigger more if he's hitting more, which is really, really strong. What item do I want here now? I could get the chain vest thing for Garen straight away. Or, right now Lucian has the mana bonus. If I get a bow, I can give it to him, and that will give him the attack speed. There is no bow as of right now, so I guess I'll go for this. I'll get the chain armor for Garen and give him that item I was talking about, but also get 3 gold from the Volibear. There's nothing else available anyway that my team actually needs that'll help my team anyway, so it works out perfectly for me. Well, not perfectly. It'd be better if I had a guy that I actually wanted with an item that was amazing, obviously. Sorry, I'm just opening a tissue. Alright, so another one of her. Scrap this guy. Put this on him and this on him. So this is the item. Red buff. Attacks deal 2.5% burn damage, right? But it also has another effect. For some reason it's not here, but it's on like every other thing about this item. I don't know why. But basically this stops things from healing. I think you see a symbol above their head when he hits. I'll probably point it out later. But yeah, we'll throw him out now in a bit. Okay, so far I'm not seeing many assassins, which is a good thing. Alright, this guy's going Blade Dancer, it looks like, but he has a couple knights out there, I guess. I'd say soon I might start refreshing to try and get a 3-star Garen. Or a 2-star, I should say. Looks like we've lost this round. Right, so we've lost a good few early. We're still on like 90 health, so it's not the end of the world. Like, as you can see, actually, we could probably, I don't know, probably not come back from this. No, we've lost. Okay, wasn't the worst loss in the world though, at least. But anyway. Okay, so what do we want here? We want Yordle Girl, and nothing else really, but could pay the XP and get him out, which might be a good idea, actually. Fuck it, we'll do it. Right, so now... Oh, fuck, I refreshed instead. Okay, that's fine. We got a Garen, another one of her, another one of her. So we nearly have a gold one of her already if we get 2 more. Which is not that bad. And I won't pay the extra because I want to stay above 10 and get the extra gold per round, as I said. So I actually misclicked there, but I think it worked out pretty well. The higher level we are anyway, remember, it makes it harder for you to see the lower level guys. Once you go past a certain level, you won't see as many level 1s, basically. I said it in the last video. By the way, if you haven't seen my like introduction to this game, where I explain how to play the game, what the game's like, and kind of the gist and some of the basics of, you know, tactics and stuff, you should check that out. It's pretty good. I actually was really happy with how that turned out. I ended up winning it as well, which is great. Like, I want to be like genuine with these games. Like, if I lose a game, I will still upload it because I don't want to just pretty much lie, right? So this guy's actually really good for us, but I think we'll go with this first, obviously. We can throw out Graves now. So what we want to do here is Have our ranged guys in the back, Graves right up the front. So we put him on this wing because he'll attack across then and affect more guys with his item and his spread attack. I suppose we'll buy this lad too. We're already under 20 anyway, so now we have someone to come out when we go up another level, which will be a long time yet, but we can work towards getting him to silver at least in that time. So yeah, definitely worth it. All right. I could probably cut this round, to be honest. So see this heal thing? You cannot heal when Graves lands on you now with this item. So it's weird that he gives that effect, but it doesn't say it on the item, which is very strange. Alright, lots of items here that are actually really good. The recurve bow is great. I really want to put that on Lucian, because if you mix that with the big wand or whatever it's called with Lucian, he gets the unlimited attack stack speed thing. Attack speed, like unlimited stack, basically. Every attack he lands, his attack speed goes up like a couple percent, but it stacks infinitely. So yeah, attack speed. So the bow plus the big wand on Lucian is ridiculous. So let's see what we can get with this. Attack speed is lowered, that's pretty bad. And then where it gains 15% of its max mana per attack. That's okay, but I don't think we need it. Yes, we're very close now to getting the Yordle. I think we could probably stay in this position. 3 silvers, 4 silvers, and a bronze. We're not doing too bad. Alright, here we go. Saving the bow. And we've other items here that I probably could actually use, but I don't know. I'm going to look at the items that I can get from mixing with the mana thing. Mixing it with a bow is actually really good. I might just do that now just to get it going and make Lucian a bit. But then again, he's not even leveled up yet, so it's not really a big deal. Alright, it looks like we... Oh, yeah, see, the not being able to heal is actually very strong. Especially against that one, whatever she's called. It looks like we've lost this round, but it was close. Not too bad, not the best, not the worst. Lost another bit of health, but we're still hanging in there. We've had a good few losses and we're still at 80 health, which is kind of means that basically our losses haven't been that bad. If your opponent has a load of guys out, or they're all on high health, you would take more damage. So it's not too bad, it's not the end of the world. It's not ideal though either, let's not sugarcoat it too much. Right, so what do we want here? We're going to refresh. We're looking for a Yordle Gunslinger lady, or a Lucian. Here she is. Nice one. So we have a gold of her now. We can forget about her now, which is really nice to get that out of the way this early. And then what are we looking for? I guess Garens and Bow Girl. Lucian probably is the most important actually right now. There's a few 3-star Tristanas actually, a couple of them. I'm not the only one. Alright, so this person has actually paid for having more guys, which is the not healing thing, very strong. Garen with this item is very, very good. The spread attack, plus not being able to heal when he lands, ridiculously strong. My favorite item for him, for sure. It looks like we could win this. I'm not 100% though. Yes, we did. Nice, okay. Right, that's handy. See, like, with the amount of losses we've had, we're still in 3rd place because we've not lost that badly. Alright, this is great, actually, for us. And this is also great for us. I'm going to give this to him now. Because this is actually really good. Every 3rd attack deals splash damage, and if we can give him the infinite attack speed thing as well. Basically, if you can get this item plus the infinite attack speed on him, it's stupidly good. And then his dash as well charges up really fast, so he's never in melee range. It's like ridiculous. I don't know, something about him makes me feel like he's too good. Alright, there's an assassin, 2 assassins on this team now, which is not good for us. So see Garen's thing charging up quite quickly. And this is him at bronze as well, like remember, if he is silver, like he lands more, he's doing splash damage. Yeah, like this is just, it is very good. If we can get another gunslinger, he'll be even more crazy, and if we get him to silver, obviously, he'd be 10 times better. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, so we're about to go back to the island. I'd probably pick another Garen, and hopefully, what am I looking for again? A bow or a big wand? Whichever I can get. I see an expensive unit there with a bow, which is nice, and then none of the units are actually any good for us. So if we can, we'll grab him, but it doesn't look likely. And then there's also a Volibear with the bow as well, and then if that doesn't work, there's a couple guys with big wand as well. So, you know, not the end of the world if we don't get who we want. Right, so one of the big wands has been taken. He's been taken, our first pick, which is a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. The Volibear or that guy. I'll nearly take him for the gold, but we'll see. I don't... No, this is the Volibear. Nice. Okay, we'll take it. It's fine. So 3 gold and an item. Not the worst. Not the worst. Okay. Right, so scrap the Volibear. Get the item for... You know what? We should probably start refreshing as well. Lucian, nice. Okay. Anything else? Not really. We probably didn't need to refresh that there. Just in case we did see something we wanted that wasn't a level 1, we would have had to, you know, spend and go below 30. But yeah. If we can keep our wins streak going now, because we've had 2 wins, if we can keep it going, we'll get a good enough bonus as well. So this is nice. Okay, so we've got the noble buff we're facing, a bit of a wild buff, but it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, our team is already starting to come together. Garen now with the attack speed. Is it on him twice now? Yeah, attack speed on him twice. 2 bows, basically, and then every turn attack does splash damage. And then he's got the gunslinger bonus, and he's now silver also. He's starting to snowball, I feel like. If we can get the infinite attack boost, that'll be it. GG, I think. Anyway, so far, definitely seeing the gunslinger stacking really strong. We just need another. When we get one more gunslinger, we'll be ridiculous. When can we have another character out? Soon enough, but not quite yet. Another Garen. I'm not going to argue with that. Another one of her. Great. Closer. And then I won't refresh again. Let's see. What else can we go for here? Let's see. We'll put the attack on her. Let's see what does... So we're looking at my cheat sheet here. If I mix the sword with the armor, I get the champion revives at 500 HP. Don't know if we really want that at all, to be honest. It doesn't really... I don't like that item. It sounds better than it is. A lot of the time, the hero dies and then just comes back by himself and just gets destroyed anyway. So, yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. I definitely think it's better saving your items for other stuff. Unless you really want the attack boost and the armor on the one person. But, you know, it could be worse then, I guess. But still not ideal, I think. Alright, Lucian. Not too bad. Archer, and another Lucian, and a Graves. Bam, nice. Okay, we're doing decent here. Our Garen is starting to really fall behind. Okay, so we are going to be facing against... these all are, like, basically assassins or whatever. They all dive in. So all assassins have the boost, the perk where they dive into the opposite... they dive on the furthest away enemy or something like that. So, yeah, that's why I'm packing them into the corner, keeping my ranged guys a bit more defended. Lucian's a ranged guy as well, pretty much, but he can kind of dash outwards. That's why I like to have him on the outside. Yeah, see that? Like, he's still taking a lot of damage, but you get what I'm saying. It kept these 2 safer for longer. Alright, we got another belt, which is actually really good. And a mana thing. Damn, if we could have gotten a wand, that would have been really good. Lucian would have been broken. Well, we're not too far away from a gold Lucian. Not too far away from a gold Vayne. Sorry, I'm doing this to make sure I read these names, because otherwise I'll never learn them. I think we'll go with this. Garen, nice one, and we'll go below 40. It's okay. None of these really help us. I wouldn't mind the Blade Dancer later, because he's Blade Dancer as well, and there's also the Imperial Blade Dancer. So maybe there is a better version of this build, but I think for right now this is fine. Will I go for another refresh? I could just go for that and get the extra Blade Dancer, actually. Probably best. Alright, so now our extra gunslinger. So now I have the 4 attack gunslingers, which I didn't get to place them in the right place, but it's not the end of the world. With the buff, I hope it'll make a big enough of a difference that it'll be ridiculous. Like, they get to attack all enemies in range as an extra attack to the attacks they're already doing. It's just so good, and then especially with Lucian's attack speed being, like, put up by 30 because he's 2 the speeds. You know what I mean? I've talked about this already. I've gone over why I think Lucian's stupidly good anyway already. But yeah, hopefully that's starting to sink in a bit, we'll say. Alright, now we're looking for... We can grab Graves. We're starting to get a full bench here now, so... what do I want to do here? I can mix that with the belt and get another thing for Graves, but don't really know if that helps us all that much. Do I want... There's a few combinations I could go for. The extra mana thing is actually not the worst because it can get them obviously to their power sooner. But I don't really know what I want. It's actually come to the point in the game where I'm going to want to start seeing like what side of the map people are setting up on. But I have a lot of ranged units anyway, so it's not the end of the world if it is, you know, if they do set up on the other side. But yeah, you can now really see that I am stacking up wins here. Okay, so yeah, I'm stacking up wins. I know this guy is pretty low on the table, I think, isn't he? Not really. Like, he's kind of bottom, I guess bottom 3, seeing as one person is out. But yeah. What do I want to do with these items, I wonder? Let's see. What's good combinations? I'm looking at the chart thing I was on about before. This isn't bad with this, which is not the worst at all, actually. I should probably be refreshing instead of talking shit. We're not seeing too much that we want, though, at all. Graves, if we get this Graves, it'll probably get rid of him. He's only a 1-star. I guess, yeah, I'll get rid of it, get the Graves, it'll give me space. It's fine. Not the end of the world. It's okay. So we've got a few silvers on the bench now, ready to hopefully upgrade soon. Probably keep fishing for a minute. Alright, we've replaced that Garen we missed, so that's probably would have been better off keeping that Garen. Then again, it would only keep us on 2, so it's fine. Yeah, we'll start using those items now, because there's definitely there are times where you definitely just want to use them. I think, like, the mana thing isn't that good unless you mix it with the sword for this team. Alright, so what are we looking for here? We don't really need the spatulas whatsoever. There's a Graves there with the wand, which actually is something I really want. And he's the only one on there with a wand. But if I grab him, I'll scrap him. I don't want... I just made a level 3 Graves, so he won't get used making a gold or a silver, which is nice. I could get him, scrap him, get the wand, put it on Lucian. That would probably help me the most. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. It's only 1 gold, but it gets us an item that is kind of key to what I'm trying to do, so fuck it. Let's go for it to fuck. Could be worse, for sure. This is actually pretty good with a good few items. It's kind of a weird item. It gives them magic resist, but it's actually not too bad at all. Gonna scrap you, even though you kind of help our team, but this is the item. Gunsu's Rage Blade. Gains 3% attack speed, stacks infinitely. Like, that just sounds dumb, like, do you know what I mean? Let's see here. What do we want? A Graves kind of just takes up a spot. I'll stay on 40. Yeah, and while we're waiting, I guess while we're watching this, I'm going to continue looking at this table. What other items do we have? We have the Chain Vest. On the start of combat, allies start with 200 shield. That's a great item, but like not really with you need to mix it with the big wand, which we just got one, but we just used it, so yeah, not ideal. All right, we actually lost this. I don't know, I wasn't watching, so I don't know what happened, but hopefully that won't happen again, I guess. Adjacent allies gain attack speed if we mix the sword with the belt, which is actually really good, but adjacent allies kind of, I don't know, I guess we could put it on Garen if we give him the sword and the belt, which actually suits him anyway, so let's go with that. Nothing on the bench really giving us like another Graves. We really need another one of her to get her off the belt forever, or off the bench forever. A Lucian and a Garen. The Garen we just scrapped, so we're not going to get rid of that. This Lucian, I guess we'll get rid of the Graves then, because we did, what the fuck? All his guys are packed at the back. That's very unique. Oh, I haven't moved this guy in ages. I really need to move him. That's stupid for me to just leave him there. So 1 Lucian or 1 of the bow girl, and then we're actually sound. So I guess I can get this. There's this weird thing actually I've noticed. It looks like we've won, but it is definitely a close one. Oh god, that was actually close. Okay. Garen not helping us. We need 1 of these 2. He's level 2, so he's probably more likely to come at this point, and she's level 1, which means she's probably not the most likely for us to see. A Lucian, lovely. Okay. Garen, you're gone. Lucian, you're done with. So now less guys to scrap, which is good. We have more space on our team for sure now. And we can do that pretty happily. So we're against AI here. Hopefully we get some more good items. Like, there's an item I also like. It mixes with the spatula and the shield, the magic protection. That's pretty good, but... Ah, yes, this is what we need. Perfect. Oh, shit, the round started. Damn. Could have been worse. We have another gold, though. There's 3 golds on our team now. We do want to get the pirate captain leveled up, and then Graves would be great. Okay, we got the spatula, speaking of, which is not the worst, actually. And the... Wow, we actually got both of the things we were looking for. We could put that on someone. Basically, it says... attacks hit additional enemies and deal 50 damage. Is it 50% or 50? Yeah, 50% damage. It's actually fucking solid, to be honest with you. And then we don't really need the spatula for changing types for this build. I think, anyway. Unless you can give someone GunSlinger, which I don't think you can actually do with the spatula. So, it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's start spending our gold now, because we have loads of space on the bench, and we're wasting it, pretty much, so... Alright, we're getting fairly unlucky here, I would say. What the fuck? Pressed it twice and didn't refresh, and I wasted one. Alright, nice. Finally, a bit of progress with our massive amount of refreshes. Alright, we'll keep that at 40. And then I think we'll go with... I guess the pirate captain would be nice. We could give this to Lucian, but I don't know if it stacks. If we could basically see the way this says stacks attack speed infinitely. If this item I was talking about that lets him hit 2 additional enemies for 50% damage, if they also count to the attack speeds every time he hits, that would be stupidly good. We could try it. Fuck it. This is a bit of an experimentation, but yeah. So now we have attacks 2 additional enemies and deals 50% attack damage. This says whenever time he attacks land, he has a 50% chance to attack every other enemy in range. And then this says every third attack, deal 100 splash damage. And this says every attack grants 3% attack speed, stacks infinitely. Like, if they all work together, that would be absolutely stupid. She is really good. A pirate, gunslinger, great. Perfect. We know who's on our team next. Getting her to a gold will be hard as of right now. Anything else we need? What does this do if mixed with this? Gives, after casting, gain 15% of the max mana per attack. I think I'll save that. I don't think it's very... I don't think I'd want that really on this. Right, so Lucian is doing pretty good. And also remember that they still have the noble buff where they heal when they land attacks. And he has the infinite attack speed buff every time he lands an attack. So yeah, this is really dumb. Like, the noble buff with the gunslinger buff, with all the items I've given him now, he's hopefully pretty much unkillable, untouchable, and he's a gold as well, which is ridiculous. But yeah, this is the Lucian I wanted to show off. There's other variants, obviously, depending on the items you get, but, like, it's stupidly good. Who else do I need? I guess we can kind of just start spending some money here, because I just want to get some golds, boy. There's another one. Nice. Okay, so we need a Garen. A pirate captain would be great. One more Garen is all we need, actually, so we're really close to that. And then we can start concentrating on getting Misfortune up to a gold. And this guy, obviously. Usually he'd be at least a silver by now, so I'm getting kind of unlucky with him, but it's fine. Everything else is kind of falling into place. It's funny how this is my second time recording this, and I wanted to show off this particular build, and I've already done it, like, do you mean? I think that basically this build is pretty stupid. Like it looked like we were losing there, but he's getting the attack speed buff. Just watch him. Like, he's just... Keep an eye on him, pretty much, okay? Our other units are strong, don't get me wrong, but he is the one who's just stupid, I think. It's the fact that he's noble and gunslinger, I think. Alright, so there's a Misfortune with a bow there. That would be ideal. If we can grab her, that would be the best. There are other people here who would be decent too. Well, Misfortune's gone already. This guy with the bow gives us a bit of money, not too bad. There's no one else here that we can get the Garen with this. I don't know if that'll help us all that much. Getting a third Garen now instead of taking the risk would be kind of nice. I guess we could... I think I'm going to take this and the money, basically. Scrap this guy for 5 gold and the sword. Pretty good. Yeah, we could have gotten another Garen, but I think with the amount of money we have now kind of snowballing, we should be fine to just scrap him and find a Garen instead. Here we go, another pirate captain. Or a... yeah. What else? We'll give him attack, I think, and revives with 500 health or max mana. No, I'll give him the revives thing. Put him more up the front now. Let's see, let's see. Can we get a third one? That would be really nice. No, not as of now. I guess I'll go down to 40 for sure. Fuck it. Alright, I still haven't checked what the opponents are setting up their fields like, so I really need to do that now next. Yes, there's another Garen. Right, so we have all our Garens are done. And now we're kind of just left with the Pirate Captain, pretty much. But leveling up the Pirate Captain, and then if we can, Misfortune as well. Other than that, we're done, pretty much. We should win this. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the side yet. We're all 72, and everyone else is way below us. So as I said, those early losses, not that big a deal. We now have a gold Garen. And, yeah, now we can just fucking spend money, pretty much. What else do we want? Let's see. There's a third Pirate Captain, so that's great. Misfortune, where are you? Or Pirate Captain, whichever. Alright, I'm not going to go below 30 ever, pretty much, once I get to this point, so, yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Not too bad. We should be good. We have another Gunslinger coming in. Probably start maybe putting money into XP and getting our last unit on the board. I don't really need anyone else after this point, but there are times when I've had a gold Garen and then I've put in like a silver Garen in because he still gets the Gunslinger or Lucian or wherever it is. You know what I mean? Like any Gunslinger extra will still get the Gunslinger buff, although they don't contribute to another tier of this because there's only 2 tiers, but it doesn't matter because they're still getting the Gunslinger bonus. So yeah, really, really good. Alright, so now we are against this. We'll put you in the front, you here. You're good where you are. We want ranged Lucian. We'll put you over here. A ranged character back here and a ranged character back here. That should be good. Now we can basically... I think I'll waste because keep it above 40, get the extra 4 gold. And we're against AI, so we don't need the guys right now. And then after this, we'll see how high our XP is as well. And maybe level up and just stick Misfortune in. Her thing, I'm going to give her this item right now because this is so dumb. Misfortune channels and fires several waves of bullets, damaging enemies in a cone. This is stupid. Like, she can kill, like, the whole teams if they're kind of damaged already with this cone. It's really good, and basically now she has this to give her the 20 mana. Get her 20 mana closer, so, yeah. Yeah, so we fucked up the dragon. Pretty nice. Maybe I should start looking here. I didn't get to see. He actually lost to the dragon, so I don't think we're going to be too worried about that guy. Well, I've lost to the dragon too, to be fair. But, you know what I mean. It's not a sign of strength, we'll say, to lose to the AI fights. That's for sure. I don't know who has higher range, or if either of them have higher range out of those two, but should probably find out. But how do I find out? I guess Google. Alright. Pirate Captain. Guess we'll stay above 40, will we? Like, it's pretty much over unless someone, you know, like, basically, even if it's us two in the final, okay, the guy with the next highest health, I can afford to lose to this guy a few times in a row if I have to, like, and then, okay, right, nice. This guy actually has an elemental guy out, which is kind of scary, to be honest. This guy's going to revive, so it's not the end of the world. He's back. Yeah, so with this guy reviving, if he's on the front lines, it's pretty good because it basically means that you have an extra character out on the board. I think I'm going to pay to put Misfortune out now. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so Misfortune, you're in. Right, so we now have the Pirate buff as well. Late, but better late than never. Now we can turbo through and get another 2 of her and maybe some more Captain as well. This guy's cool, but Phantoms are weird because the Night Phantom and then her. Like, she's pretty good, but I don't know. Doesn't really seem to fit too well. Alright, another Pirate Captain. I guess we'll stay above 40. And with the pirate bonus now, we should be able to steal loads of money, pretty much. Not steal. We don't take... This is very weird. I've never seen anyone line up the back row like this before. But yeah, interesting, I suppose. I'd consider trying it. Okay, so the cone's pointing the wrong way, but still kill the guy with it. She's a bronze, and she did quite a lot of damage to someone who is definitely higher than a bronze. Anyway, so we have to run out and actually physically pick up this gold, which is fine, I guess. But just don't forget it, pretty much, is what I'm saying. GG. Oh, he's on 1 health. Right. Well, we've won. There you go, I guess. I've shown you the Gunslinger team, pretty much. It's really, really strong. Getting the Noble bonus early is really good. It helps you like tank through even level 2 guys while you have bronze guys. Taking the early losses isn't the end of the world. combos of items is really important. My screen should be black again because the window automatically closes even if I don't click done, which is kind of annoying. And yeah, getting Gunslinger bonus is ridiculous. Noble bonus early is really important. And yeah, we didn't even have a gold gangplank or a silver misfortune there, and we still absolutely destroyed everyone in that match. That guy was playing a weird combo though. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this helps, and I hope you liked the video pretty much. Drop a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye.